What's up, guys? I'm Jimmy Ledoux, and this is Jimmy's World. Today, we're going to do something a little bit differently, so I hope you're ready to kick it up a notch, because guess what? I'm going to go through NIGHTWISH's new album, Human Nature, one song at a time, and pick out my top 10 favorite parts of this album. That's right, each song has something that I consider super awesome. So I wanted to share my top 10 with you. That's Jimmy Ledoux's review with you. It's so funny, Jimmy. In any case, coming in at number 10, Procession. Now, of course, coming in at number 10 on a list of NIGHTWISH is like winning the lottery and only getting like $1 million instead of like $50 million. You still NIGHTWISH. So keep that in mind as I'm going through this. At number 10 on this list is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, everything's going to, come in order. And this one came in at number 10 for me. Procession. Now, one of my favorite parts about this song was Floor Jansen's vocals. She really comes through, and you'll hear as she opens up. Just beautiful, angelic. This is probably, in my opinion, one of her most difficult songs that she had to do, and this just showcases how good she is at an artist. Aside from that, it's very deep, it's a very dark song. That might be part of the reason I didn't like it as much as some of the others, but man, does she deliver. Coming in at number 9, Harvest. That's right. This is a beautiful song. It's majestic. It is heavy and is all of those things. And I've got one word to sum it up, and that would be harmonies. Strange piece of stone. There is so much work on the vocals in this song, and it's just so beautiful. You'll hear it like right here. Harvest of 100 fields, hearty and tame, all going back to one single grain. Offer light to the coming day, inspire a child, water the fields. There's got to be like 3 people singing there. They also talk about, coming back to a single grain and all these religious aspects of it. So it's very, very deep and very rich, and like basically saying, we're dead before we're even alive, and we're all going to go back to the earth, as it were. They have super cool. Beyond the poetry, but choose a silent misery. The deeper the sea, the less remains. They'll find the pretty words and tame flocks to herd. There's that sort of carousal of dare. Join the harvest of 100 fields, hearty and tame, all going back to one single grain. Offer light to the coming day, inspire a child, water the fields, surrender to the earth. Also, another theme that comes out a lot in this is surrendering to the earth, and surrendering to the fact that we need to open our eyes to live. And I think that has been discussed in multiple other songs, not just this album by NIGHTWISH. And so, the idea of like opening your eyes, and that you haven't even begun to live. So do it again here, except in this particular case, it's just rich and deep with so many vocal harmonies. It's very, very beautiful. Water the fields, surrender to the earth. Oh yeah. Coming in at number 8, you guessed it, music. Or maybe you didn't guess it, but guess what? This song, the opening track to Human Nature, basically should be and can be a movie trailer song. It has all of the different concepts and ideas that I feel are in many, many different like movie trailers. The orchestral notes that they and music that they put together, the tracks, the mystique, all of it put it at number 8 for me. And it makes reference to other songs. Thomas, in his interview on Blabbermouth, which I put in the comments below, makes reference to the fact that it was unintentionally a concept album, where he refers to other songs in this opening concept. And he didn't even write this song first. He refers to Dancing with Pan and Leaving the Noise Behind and all of those different things. And so, super cool song. Very, very nice. Great job. Feel the pulse. Pulse of humanity, I suppose. And even this has themes of tribal in there, and many of the other songs that they've done. Yeah, baby. So that should be a Hollywood theater song someday. I'm just saying. Coming in at number 7, Shoemaker. Now, what I will say is that number 7654 were very, very difficult, and this one was no different, because as a whole, as a song, it's number 7 on my list, but I'll get to a minute why this song has probably the best moment on the album. From the beginning, it's beautiful, delicious harmonies. They talk about an earthrise and, the vantage point of the moon looking down at the earth, and it's just super cool and super beautiful harmonies. Also super heavy. Love the heaviness to it. And man, just really brings out Nightwish's deliciousness. I don't even know how else to put it. This happens. Are you freaking kidding me? Getting like a little teary. She's so awesome. Now, if that doesn't say freaking awesome, I don't know what does. Coming in at number 6, Noise. This one is super heavy. It's everything that I like about Nightwish's heavy side, and on top of the fact that it's heavy, displays, super awesome vocals. It has a really packed meaning to me in our technology riddled world. I mean, it's the music video really makes this song from here to super up here. I mean, it's got from birth basically to death, and it is just super cool with the babies being pumped with technology and all of that. So, I mean, it talks about so many different things on so many different levels, like how we bleed pixels and, how we look into the mirror, an empty copy stares back at us, and just they make quote unquote drug references, but it's really us consuming technology as a drug, and it's really what feeds us, and the imagery that they use in this is just spot on. Coming in at number 5, Endlessness. That's right. Number 5 for me was Endlessness. And it was not an easy decision, because this song kind of, wraps up the album, and it is epic. I mean, it's got the feel of it should be a Star Wars battle. That's how super awesome this music is. I mean, it's heavy, it's epic, it really displays a lot of the vocals that each of the band members can give to it, and it just it wraps it up all in one nice big a package right at the end, and hits you right in the face. And that's why this one for me was number 5.
Crowded hearse, I am the haven
So not only do the harmonies cut through you like a hot knife through butter, so do the lyrics, and that's why this one for me is number 5. Coming in at number 4, How's the Heart? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy to put this in the top 4 songs, because it's one of the things that Nightwish has done over and over again, and that's deal with and talk about the pain and struggling of humans and how difficult it is. Thomas has laid out his life on the line and talked about like his own personal struggles, and this one is no different in the sense that it really brings up like a lot of different things, a mother and a baby, and like, the whole, like life cycle, and how like, a new life can make an older life better. I don't know if that's a good interpretation or not. You can put that in the comments below. But it's a very beautiful, very deep, very rich, meaningful song. So it really makes you want to almost like take a look in the mirror and see what you can do better in your life. And that's kind of what I get from this song, and that's why I feel that this one deserves a top 4 for me. How's the heart underneath the silence? How's the one drowning in the fire? Let aside the human being. Come in, the fire's warm. Burn the rope and add some more. Coming in at number 3, Pan. Now, this one was the toughest for me to move out of my top spot. Pan, because I had early on called it. I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is my favorite song. And obviously, if you're watching this in order and you didn't cheat, you'll know that we're at number 3 at this point. This song is awesome, no matter how you slice it. I mean, you've got flying dominoes, you got flying chess pieces, you've got the beautiful voice of Floor, and then there's a super heavy playing, and it's just an amazing, very catchy orchestral piece that just hits on all the things that I love the most about Nightwish, and that's why this one is number 3. feel like that chess piece right there was just basically them telling us that Floor dominated this song because she's standing, and that pawn, sayonara. Love it. Coming in at a real close number 2, Tribal. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And more yes. So this one took me by surprise. Tribal. I mean, it starts out, it's got this sort of Middle Eastern kind of feel, and it's super heavy, and it was just amazing. I mean, it's got like super heavy guitar, super heavy drums, all mixed in with some beautiful lyrics, some beautiful singing on the lighter side from Floor, of some beautiful heavier singing from Floor. I mean, it's got biblical references, which I think are super cool. So it takes all of that stuff and really like talks about, the core of, what we are as humans. Oh, and did I mention there's freaking dancing skeletons? Here we go. Yeah. Hell to the yeah. Yeah. Ooh-wee. And drum roll please. The moment you've all been waiting for. Jimmy Ledoux's pick for the number 1 thing in this new Human Nature album is Tuomas Halopanen. Just when you thought that there weren't any more songs on this album that I reacted to so far, you are correct. Number 1 is the man, the legend, Tuomas Halopanen. Yes, the man did it again. He made a concept album that he didn't intend to make a concept album. He pushed everybody to their limits, and I got all of this from the Blabbermouth interview. It should be in the comments below, the description below, that is. And he said that he worked so hard and pushed all of the band members to their fullest potential, and some of them hated him at certain moments just because of how hard he was pushing them, but he did it, and it was worth it. And at least in my opinion, I think that this album was delicious on so many levels, and it's all thanks to him, his creative genius, his ability to like extract the talent that is already there in some of these band members. All of the band members, and he said it was a vocally directed type of album, a vocally focused type of album, and I thought it had everything. I didn't think it was just vocals, but I mean, everybody contributed vocally, everybody contributed instrumentally, and it just made it what it is. So thank you, Mr. Tuomas, and thank you, Nightwish. I'm Jimmy Ledoux. Boom, boom, ciao, baby.